The Resilience Across Borders podcast is intended for education, support, and inspiration. I am not a psychologist or a medical doctor and do not offer any professional, medical, or health advice. If you are dealing with or suffering from any psychological or medical conditions, please seek help from a qualified health professional. Hello and welcome back to Resilience Across Borders podcast. I'm your host, Rashid Zahidi, and also author of the Emojim Journal, which is a journal and a guide workbook to get clear and stay focused on your priorities and institute better habits. In today's episode, we will talk about the courage to start over. In other words, resilience through reinvention stories. There are moments in life when everything we thought we were building suddenly collapses. There could be career shifts, relationships and health changes, or life simply forces us to confront a truth we've been avoiding. In those moments, it's easy to think that starting over means failure. But the truth is, starting over is one of the most courageous acts of resilience a human being can make. So reinvention isn't about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about using what happened as a foundation to build a stronger, truer version of yourself. So in this episode, we explore what it means to start over with courage and, as always, practical strategies you can apply today or any day. So number one, reframe the story. That is, from thinking like losing everything to actually thinking gaining clarity. The first step to starting over is changing the way you explain the situation to yourself. Your internal narratives shape your emotional reality more than the event itself. A practical use, if you want to use a journaling reflection, is to write down the situation as you currently interpret it, raw, honest, and filtered. Then write a second version where the same event becomes a source of clarity, a source of expansion, and a source of alignment. For example, instead of thinking, I wasted years in that relationship, you can rewrite it as, that experience taught me what I can't ignore anymore and what I truly deserve. Also, another reframing question is to ask yourself, what truth has this experience revealed that I couldn't see before? Or what opportunity is hidden inside this disruption? Number two thing to keep in mind is take inventory of who you are now. Starting over requires a fresh self-assessment. You're not restarting from zero, you are restarting from experience. One way to do a self-audit is to list 5 skills or qualities you gained from the chapter that ended. That could be resilience, emotional intelligence, communication, discipline, independence. You'll be surprised at the gold hidden in your scars. You can also do what's called an experience recalibration. You can ask yourself, what parts of my identity have grown? What am I done or finished tolerating? What am I ready for now that I wasn't before? This reframes starting over as starting from a wiser place and starting over from experience. Number 3, let go of identity anchors that no longer fit. Often the hardest part of starting over is releasing the version of yourself that worked before but now no longer serves you. So you can do an identity clearing, write down labels you've been carrying. Maybe you call yourself the reliable one, the success story, maybe the fixer, maybe the married one, maybe the single one, maybe the one who never quits. Circle any that feel like heavy or outdated. Reinvention starts with dropping these anchors. And also you can do small identity experiments. Try changing one routine. You can join a class, volunteer somewhere new, try a new style. These micro experiments start to shift who you believe you can be. Number 4, invoke the power of micro reinvention. People fail to start over because they imagine an overwhelming overhaul. But true reinvention happens through small, consistent actions. To further unpack this, you can think 1% daily shift. Choose one small action each day that aligns with your new direction. 10 minutes of planning, maybe decluttering one drawer, maybe sending one inquiry or sales email, or maybe saying no to something that doesn't serve you anymore once per day or as often as you can. You can also focus on mini milestones. You can break your reinvention into milestones. The first phase maybe is research options. The next maybe is talk to mentors. Following is maybe take one class. Maybe after that, update resume. Maybe it's go on one healing walk per week. Each milestone builds momentum. Number 5, build reinvention role models into your environment. Resilience is contagious. The more you surround yourself with reinvention stories, inspirational stories, and examples, the more your brain believes reinvention is possible. Seek out people, online or in real life, who have rebuilt from scratch. Listen to their podcasts, follow their journeys, read their book, talk to people who have changed careers, moved countries even, rebuilt after heartbreak, or started a business later in life when everybody said you should just like give up or give in. Anyways, you can give yourself a reinvention circle. You can choose 1 to 2 people who uplift your growth, share your goals with them, and ask them to hold you accountable. Sometimes one meaningful conversation can change the whole direction of your life. Number 6, embrace the grief phase, because letting go is part of reinvention. You cannot truly start over without at least partially grieving what you hoped would be. Reinvention requires emotional release, not emotional suppression. So you can even schedule grieving. Give yourself 5, 10, 15 minutes on certain days to feel it fully. If it needs to be processed, cry, write, sit quietly, do what you need to do to process it in a healthy way. By containing the grief instead of avoiding it, you gain emotional control rather than losing it. You can also do a completion ritual. You can burn a letter, you can donate an old item, or take a symbolic walk. These rituals help your mind and signal your mind to transition from holding on to moving forward. Number 7, build the new future before you feel ready. Reinvention requires movement before confidence, not the other way around. Confidence comes from doing, confidence comes from moving forward. So when you're unsure, you can ask your future self, what would the future version of me choose? This pulls you forward. It's future self decisions. Also, take action without permission. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for certainty or a perfectly mapped plan. Take the first step. Most reinvention stories begin with a shaky first action, and sometimes they just start ugly, but then things like straighten out as you go and they get better. Number 8, celebrate progress, not perfection. Reinvention is messy, it's non-linear, and it can be very uncomfortable. Celebrate any step that proves you're moving forward. You can even keep a momentum log. You can keep a simple list. What did I move forward today? What did I push forward today? Even tiny wins, sending one message, organizing one thing, saying one truth. Just all of these things, count them, add them, log them. Also, reinforcement is important. So you can come up with a way to reinforce, and it can be another one of these rituals, a reinforcement ritual. After each milestone, big or small, give yourself a reward. Coffee at your favorite place, a walk, a break, a small gift. Reinvention thrives on positive reinforcement, as do most things. So, reinvention is not a weakness, it's a superpower. The most powerful version of you will not be the one who never fell, never lost, never broke. It will be the one who had the courage to rebuild. Your story isn't ending, it's just beginning again with more wisdom, more clarity, and more depth. And that's more depth than you ever had before. Life is not asking you to start from scratch. Life is asking you to start from truth and to start from experience. So, as always, thank you for listening to the Resilience Across Borders podcast. Please review the podcast, please share it, and feel free to pick up the copy of the Emojim Journal that is available on Amazon. Follow the blog at resilience.com, and remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others and stay resilient.